News as it happens from the University of Calgary, U of C. This is Now.
This is a reconstruction of Hesperonychus. It's important because it's the smallest carnivorous dinosaur known from North America, and until we found this animal, we had no evidence for any small carnivores being present in North America. The smallest carnivorous dinosaur known was about 25 pounds. So it was really interesting to figure out what was filling the role that today is filled by animals such as cats and foxes. Given this large blade-like claw on the hind limbs, it was probably a hunter, but given its size, it probably wasn't hunting really large things. It probably would have hunted anything smaller than it, and that could have included birds, mammals, lizards, baby dinosaurs, probably anything it could have caught and fit in its mouth. About 2 years ago, I was going through the collections and I was kind of clambering around trying to reach up to some of the top drawers, and I reached into the back of the drawer and saw a block of rock and pulled it out, and I saw this bone there, and at first I wasn't certain what it was. I thought it might be a bone from the tail of a duck-billed dinosaur. And then I looked at it again and I said, wow, that looks almost exactly like what I've seen on the hips of these small bird-like dromaeosaurs from China. I sat down and kind of started doing the comparisons, and we had the fossil prepared out of the rock, and we started comparing it to these Chinese dinosaurs, these little 2 and 3 foot long carnivores from China, and we found out that in fact it is closely related to these things. Another interesting thing about it is that the bones of the hips are all fused together, and that's something that would have happened after the animal had stopped growing. So it basically got to about half the size of a domestic cat and stopped growing, and that indicated that this was the small predator we'd been looking for. So it was a pretty exciting discovery. It turned out that it had been discovered by Betsy Nichols, who is a former alumnus of the University of Calgary. She did her PhD here, and she was working for the University of Alberta at the time, and she later went on to work at the Tyrrell. And so we're just, tremendously lucky that she found this thing.